The most important thing is that we do our job, and we do it well, because we are professionals. Have a good year.
Degree from universities, BA, MA, PhD. We studied hard to overcome adversity. Look at him, look at us, look at me.
We went to school, we're not so dumb. Look at me, look at us, look at him. We know how to cope, we do not make a fuss. Look at him, look at me, look at us. We are professionals. You can count on us, we'll get the job done right. We'll educate the children well. This is our quest, our goal, our fight. We don't get too uptight.
Now every day we walk into our class, our students' minds to enlighten. We know our subjects from A to Z. Our students, their notebooks to write in.
We go to meetings every week. The truth we always are after. We work at home till late at night. The papers are piled to the rafters. We are professionals. You can count on us, we'll get the job done right. We'll educate the children well. This is our quest, our goal, our fight. We don't get too uptight.
We try so hard to do our best, to learn, to grow, and to be. We always want to keep in touch. Look at us, look at him, look at me.
Our goals, our fight. We don't get too uptight. We are professionals. We are professionals. We are
Don't call me Teach. My name is Mr. D.
Please, call me by my first name, Edie.
I'd like
friend, not your enemy. I am here to teach you.
This is not a popularity contest. I could care less if you love me or hate me.
You're right. I'm not your mother. Not a sound out of you. Because I said so. Case closed. We are a microcosm of the macrocosm. Now, let's make learning fun.
I'd like to see a nice straight line.
Oh, kids don't have to stand on line. Holding hands is okay.
All right, class dismissed.
I felt afraid. There was this big kid. He was so violent.
How will I ever get used to this? These kids are crazier than anyone I've ever seen.
Don't worry. Ask for help.
He'll observe you. Well, I'll never live through
This is going to be an interesting year.
this. It feels like we've never left. Here we go again. I can't believe I went to school for 4 years for my BA, 2 years for my master's, 2 years for my degree in administration just to come in here and supervise breakfast. Certified.
I should have been a cop.
It was scary, but I enjoyed it.
I should have married Irving.
I'll love it if it kills me.
Some of those kids are really fun.
A teacher affects eternity.
It was a challenge helping the children.
I love my work. I'm going to love this job. It was so chaotic.
Constant
Stability is the name of the game.
constant interruptions.
People milling about.
3 o'clock came fast.
When is our first vacation?
Oh, is it June yet?
Are you eligible for a sabbatical after 2.5 hours?
Time is a peculiar thing, kind of hard to gauge or measure. Some folks like to have it drag along, others go for instant pleasure.
When it comes to education, people think we've got it made. Look at all you lucky teachers, they say. You hardly work and you get paid.
These words I really hate, so let's set the record straight.
180 days a year seems easy. 180 days a year seems short. But teaching 30 kids 5 times a week can leave your mind and body quite distraught. What do you do? What do you do?
What do you do?
Well, no one understands it like you. You work and you plan, give it all you can, and you do it for
subject of a central office scandal. What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do?
When no one understands it like you.
You comfort and grade, clean up like a maid, and you do it for 180 days a year.
180 days a year. Doesn't seem like a lot of work to turn out, but the sorry twist is when they're dismissed, you're a pack of nerves about to faint and burn out. What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do?
No one understands it like you.
Though you're filled with pride, you feel mummified. You're stiffened as those lovely kids up here. They want your praise in a million ways. 180 days, 180 days, 180 days.
Each of us has his safeguards, has lines of self-defense. When it comes to equal force, I go for common sense.
If anyone attacks me, I will take it sitting down. You can't keep me from pillar to post, 'cause I don't fool around.
If I get assaulted, I'm suing. You can do what you like.
It may cost me legal fees up to the sky, but what's a few thousand when things go alright? School days, no matter what I won't quit. When trouble is brewing, I know what I'm doing. If I get assaulted, I'm suing. You can carry me on the branch. You can carry the sticks. Corporal punishment is in my bag. Inside, I'm too scared and too sick. London Bridge is falling down. Why are all those police around? Take a tip from someone who thinks about it just like you. Here's the pointless thing to do. If you get assaulted, sue.
Boy, your tape is already at the touch of reality. It's really at the touch, you know. My brother-in-law had a business lunch yesterday.
Why wasn't I there?
He ordered lobster biscuit Chablis at 21. But the entree for my meal may vary. From lunch meat supreme to fried turkey patty on a
In the real world, life can be exciting and so grand. But in the teacher world, you have never tasted food so bland.
opening a door. But the only extra money we might save is the cost of living raise that they owe us since 74.
In the real world, people get a monetary thank you. But in the teacher world, cash rewards come second to what we do. Working in the teacher world is really lacking quite a lot of style. Working in the teacher world is really lacking quite a lot of
Hey, didn't you learn that in college?
No. I learned about the history and philosophy of education. What I should have learned in a class was how to get some,
Oh, now you're talking. You're a learning kid.
you know, in spite of everything else. Because that's the whole thing. Everything depends on that. I have to teach.
She has to teach.
Yes, I have to teach.
She has to teach.
But I don't have what to teach with. Got a car.
Got a car.
Got a car.
Got a car.
But there is no Santa Claus. Just a chalkboard. And maybe some chalk. Look inside and you will see that the bureau of supplies just happens to be you and me. Other people may throw out their garbage, but what we get from it is some yardage. No supplies.
No supplies.
No supplies.
No supplies.
Tell me what it's like, do or die. A UFT. Oh,
UFT.
yes, yes, UFT.
UFT.
You are giving us a voice, but what we really need is more teacher's choice. You get in your car and drive, but when you get to work, you have to survive, survive, survive. Yes.
You gotta have a lesson for that. Oh yeah! You gotta have a
What does the business community or Carnegie know anyway, right? Resolutions, institutions, conversations, intimations, high-class study stuff made the scene. There's a world of brilliant thinkers all around us. They're so busy with their findings they astound us. From Rochester to Carnegie, the field is going wild. Intense investigation for the welfare of the child. Where will the whole thing lead? Will it collapse or succeed?
What does Carnegie know? Who put him in charge anyway? He never was a principal establishing the rules. He never was a teacher and his kids are out of school. What's the reason he was sought to issue a report? What does Carnegie know?
Out on ruined soil or in the city, there is no effective school that's run by a committee. Someone ought to move reform from up to down below. What does Carnegie know?
What does Carnegie know? Who put him in charge anyway? We don't require standards for you to have merit pay. As long as they respect our views, we know we'll be okay. Someone ought to ask us first which way that thing should go. What does Carnegie know?
We have had enough examinations. We don't need one nationwide to prove we're certified. Outside interference is a God-invited blow. What does Carnegie know?
This movement has forced legislation. Sounds like we're engaged in war instead of education. Someone ought to move reform from up to down below. What does Carnegie know?
Was it all worthwhile? All of the years I've spent here. Now that I've reached retirement age, I'm caught up in memories. I've started out like all of us do, feeling unsure of myself, trying to find a place of my own, following all the rules. tried to shine for everyone else and leaving myself behind.
Slowly I felt a change setting in. I was so years alone. I've learned to relax and my confidence grew. Children and grown-ups responded to me. For who I was
And for who I had pretended to